Have you ever stayed at an Airbnb or a hotel only to find out that it didn't meet your expectations because the reviews weren't correct?
So stay tuned to find out what we've learned that might help you.
Michael and Louisa on the Michael and Louisa on the Michael and Louisa on the go. We're retired life Mexico.
Our very first Airbnb here in Puerto Vallarta was in a perfect location.
Beautiful place. I could see the Bay of Banderas out right there.
And it was right next to the Plaza de Armas. And so we really enjoyed it. However, if we had read in the reviews that it was like camping, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Because, when you're camping, you can go into the kitchen area and warm up your food on a little hot plate.
Little hot plate.
And then when you're finished warming up your oatmeal or whatever, you then have to walk to find the water source.
And sometimes that's out through the bedroom to another location.
It was out through the living room, through the bedroom, to the little mini patio. And that's where we found the water source.
And you could wash your clothes there.
Instead of saying all of that in the review, I would just say, if you like camping, this would be a great place for you.
This would be a place for you.
And then, Michael, what about the shower?
And the showers, well, my goodness. So the shower is warmed up with what we call a suicide shower. It had a head on it that warms up the water with electricity.
So the electricity is on top of the shower head.
Yeah, give you a little spark for your shower.
Well, people did not write that in their review, or we might have understood that. However, you wouldn't want to say this could be your last day on Earth. So in order to keep it light and maybe get a 5-star review, you could say, this shower could add some spark to your life. Or you could say, and there is an OXXO right down the street. There is where you could buy some
baby wipes
instead of taking a shower. So that would be our first one. Another way that we have found to read through the lines or between the lines is if you are going to be staying in San Miguel de Allende and even Puerto Vallarta and Guanajuato, there are places where you'll find hotels and Airbnbs that are uphill.
Yeah, and Louisa found beautiful reviews on the beautiful sites up the hill.
And they always talk about how great the view is, which should be your first indication.
Should be your first indication that there might be a climb involved.
But, we're pretty fit and we walk all over the place. However, when people say be sure to take into consideration that there's a hill, they should call it something more than just a hill.
Yeah, like mountain climbing. or when your Uber driver lets you off before you get there because they can't make it to the top.
Because the car won't go.
Car won't go.
So I think in order to not get dinged on a review, you want to just say things like, you won't have to join a gym at this place.
Yeah, because you're going to get a great workout.
Every day. And if you're going to go to the market and bringing groceries up that hill, you get a double workout. And for people who are in their 60s and 70s like us, it's really important to know how steep that hill is. Because, we can do a little hill.
Yeah, and it's fun, but man, those were challenging.
So you want to make sure that you read between the lines. And if they mention the hill,
believe it.
Believe it. So when finding an Airbnb in Lake Chapala or even in a hotel, be sure to read the review that says it's near a church.
Yeah, here in Mexico, there is a call to service.
And you know what? There's a church on every corner almost. But the big ones, which are really close to downtown, oftentimes, they will have the bells ringing at 6:30 in the morning. Every morning, not just Sundays.
Every morning and every hour after that.
So if someone says, oh, it's a lovely location, it's right next to a church.
Next to the church.
That's your first key right there. Ding, ding, ding. That could be really loud. And if they say, but earplugs are good. Because, yes, we need
That's earplugs. A suggestion for you to be aware of.
That's a great one. And then also, if it says it's a rustic accommodation, beware rustic. Because in the old days, some of these Airbnbs were built, and hotels were built from homes that had very small bathrooms.
Teeny bathrooms, to the point where I had to turn sideways to use it.
Yes, that would be. But then you can't really say that. So what you really need to say, and be sure to read between the lines, you want to say rustic,
Rustic. I like that.
beautiful, great architecture.
And you'll be glad to know when church services start.
Oh, sure, because that would be a good thing to know every day.
Mhm.
But I don't know how you would say that that bathroom was so small that you
No.
had to sit sideways on the toilet.
You might have to call it as it is, but your review
Might not get posted.
It might not get posted.
Yeah, so maybe you could say the bathroom is dainty. Oh, I like that word, dainty. Dainty bathroom in a rustic building. Here, that's good. And then one of our favorite Airbnbs that we stayed in was in San Miguel de Allende.
Magnificent city, and the place you chose, beautiful on the outside.
And you have to remember, Michael always okays the place that
Well, I
choose.
did because I read
The reviews.
reviews.
But what people forgot to tell us was that it was a brand new place, and there weren't a lot of reviews, probably because it was brand new. But the fact that it was just finished and the neighbor was adding on to their property. So there were things falling.
Falling over, dodging, cement falling down, painting.
So you can't really say that in a review. But in addition to the concrete falling onto the sidewalk that you're trying to walk out of the apartment or the house on, there was also the fact that the maintenance people had keys and they came in and out.
They come in and out anytime they wanted to.
Right. So instead of saying that that's not really very comfortable, you could say, in this place, you get to meet all the neighbors and feel like part of the community as you are learning new vocabulary, like how to say, oh my gosh, there's
Watch
concrete
out.
falling. Watch out, aguas. And also the fact that you just want to say, bienvenido, welcome in.
Welcome,
As
come
you're
on
sitting
in.
there in the living room trying to watch a TV show, and in comes
The maintenance worker.
the maintenance guy, because we did have a couple maintenance issues in this one. So another thing that this one was a little bit lacking was space for groceries,
Yeah.
which in my opinion, we've read lots of reviews and a lot of them say there are not enough
Cups.
cups and plates and utensils. Well, this one was packed to the rim. We could have had 16 of our friends
It
over.
looked like a party organization or something.
And, instead of saying that, you could just say, this place is perfect for having 16 of your friends over because you have all of these utensils, but you might need to have them bring their own food because there's no place to store your own food. But also, where are they going to sit? Because that furniture,
Oh, it was
Was
dated.
wicker. it was wicker.
Yeah, and flat cushioning.
But the wicker the biggest one was a love seat. And so the wicker meant that it was not comfortable to sit in. And so you could say, instead of that not being comfortable,
Yeah.
you could say, it feels like you're at the beach or on your patio.
Yeah, and make sure when they talk about Wi-Fi, that it means that the Wi-Fi really is working, because we discovered that the Wi-Fi router was 2 floors above.
And they didn't believe us when we called them and told them
Right.
that. So eventually they fixed that after about 3 days. So when they say super fast Wi-Fi, if you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
But you guarantee, you want to really hope that you can get that guarantee, but you just never know. So in order to not get dinged, because I don't think that review made it.
It did.
So in the future, I probably should have written something more along the lines of, great place for a dinner party of 16. Make sure they bring their own food because sitting down and sharing it with each other might be a challenge. And maybe you just want to come over for wine. Because where are you going to put any of the
Yeah.
food and cook it? So also you want to tell them to be sure to learn the word aguas so that if you hear that, you know to
You
duck.
can move quickly.
So if rustic and dainty aren't up your alley, perhaps you're going to look for the one that says modern facilities, modern building, and there is an elevator. Not all of the modern buildings have elevators.
That's
So you
true.
want to look for that, especially if
Yeah.
you are going to be in a higher rise, because some of them don't.
Yeah, I remember one I had to take our heavy suitcases up, like 5 floors.
But the fun part about it was the bed was nice and they give you 2 pillows, and so I always have to ask for extra pillows. But this was in a hotel, and so the bathroom had windows that were not frosted, or perhaps they were 2-way windows, but they put them on the wrong way.
They put them on the wrong way.
You could see into the bathroom from the bedroom. So why even have a door?
Yeah.
Why even have windows? So you don't have any privacy at all. But was that in the review?
No,
Nope.
absolutely not.
Maybe because we're prudes and people who are not are fine with that.
I don't know, but it should have been at least given a little bit of
Heads up.
heads up.
So maybe in the future, if you were to write that review, and of course this one did not make it either, because I said something along the lines, if you desire privacy in the bathroom, this is not for you. That's probably not going to be making it. So perhaps in the future you could say, great place for newlyweds. Or a great place for singles.
Yeah, or if you, I don't know. I'm lost for words.
That was a hard one because that's a no-go for us.
That's a no-go for us.
And we did have 2 of those experiences, one in Germany and then one in Mexico.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you read between the lines there, but modern isn't always best.
Yep.
So we don't want to sound like we're just doing all
Grumpy
the negative,
people.
grumpy,
Yeah.
because we actually have had some really nice stays in Airbnbs
Yeah.
and in hotels.
Yeah, some magnificent ones, and we tend to gravitate to hotels more nowadays.
Yeah, so that we can talk to management if there's a problem.
Right. And we always recommend talking to management before it becomes an issue.
Right, because like the one in Oaxaca was amazing. This one was over in Jalatlaco, and it was really a
Cute
beautiful
little place. Yeah.
Beautiful. And I would call it quaint
Yeah.
and dainty. It wasn't the perfect spot. The living room was very dark. But what made it wonderful was the owner
is really
stayed
nice.
on the property. She had her own house. And it was fun because every morning I would hear, Luisa, Luisa, and she would bring us breakfast. It wasn't included, but I think she liked us.
Yeah, and I couldn't figure out how the stove worked, and she says, "Oh, you got to go outside and turn on the gas."
Yeah.
And that's not something I've ever experienced, but at least we were able to resolve that.
And we chatted with her, and like I said, every morning she brought not always breakfast, but always hot chocolate.
Right.
Oaxacan chocolate. It was the best. And so, we were there for a month, and we got to know her, and it was very fun. So there are lots of places in Mexico to stay in that have wonderful reviews, but we recommend, if there are only a few, beware, because they might not be publishing the negative ones.
That might be a red flag for you.
Yeah, and so when I look for Airbnbs or hotels now, I look for the ones that have a lot of reviews, and I read them all.
Right. Read them all, and because people are trying to give you some perspective of what that place was about.
And then, maybe we need to come up with our own vernacular and talk about dainty, rustic, and what those really mean, or beware the hill, because you'll get your workout. Things like that are kind of top of the mind now to say, uh-oh, maybe that's not a good one for us.
Yeah, and also on Facebook, people tend to be a little bit more truthful. So if you can find a group that has stayed someplace, they'll pass on where they've had great experiences.
Yes, they have. But in the future, if you have any recommendations about how you read reviews, and yes, we know you can call Airbnb and try to resolve some of the issues, and that does work, but we'd rather not have issues in the future.
Just want to have a wonderful stay in the city that you've chosen.
So when we travel, what we do is we stay in a hotel for about a week, right in the center of town, in a hotel that we figure if it doesn't work out in a week, if it's only a week,
Find someplace else.
we'll find someplace else. Or then what we do is walk around neighborhoods, and we say, ooh, this is a great area. Let's see if there's any Airbnbs in here. And then we'll call the Airbnb or check it out and see if they'll let us have a little more information.
Yeah.
So hope this has been helpful. We've had a fun time telling you about our experiences, And maybe in the comments, you can tell us about yours.
We want everybody to have a great time when they're visiting all these new wonderful cities.
In Mexico.
In
'cause
Mexico.
We are Mexico.
So don't forget to like and subscribe.
And leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.
Ciao.
Hasta luego.